Ain't is I'm not gonna do it.
I ain't gonna do it.
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not going to do it.
That ain't going to fly.
Anyways, we are back live again. For everybody who... Ooh, let me close everybody's character sheet. I just had them all open. For everybody that was watching and who was wondering why we're back, there was a mistake. I thought I had to go to a meeting, and it ended up getting canceled. So we are going to let the party have some time to reflect on everything they just learned and keep going. So I'm going to start this off real quick, like we do every session, although much, much quicker. We are playing D&D tonight. It is a role-playing game. Everything you are seeing is live. Nothing is set in stone. And we are playing in the world of Ilderon. It is a homebrewed campaign setting. And we are in... there's a wiki. Look on it in the links to the video's description. Learn about it. And we are playing in the country of Ililnagai tonight. Joining Group B, Legends Lost. Last session, Group B recovered some artifacts for a vendor.
Last session?
Yeah, last session. For a
20 minutes ago.
Then they learned some life-shaking revelations about of what's going on in the region of Ililnagai right now. They were informed that the Mill Anthalar, which is a cultural ambassador of the Elven Nation of Rion, is bringing 7,000 troops to help defend the Earthfire from the Archblight and invading forces that would do it harm, in concern of what just happened in Arter Sarai a month ago. With that said, they are not in Ililnagai yet. They are inbound to it, though. The Sky Queen has accepted the Mill Anthalar's help and has told Dila Winrona that it is happening, even though Dila Winrona advised against it. Dila has sent the word to Lyra, and Lyra informed Effie, and Effie has headed back to the Maphis University in order to consult with Dila and where their next step is. The reason why this is terrifying is because the Mill Anthalar is a man by the name of Genprius Mari. Where the party knows that name from is they went to a town called Old Reldian, and Old Reldian houses this crystalline monolith called the Gift that communicates in a language called Sanskrit, and people believe it is the goddess Aulilia directly talking to mortals through the stone. That said, the stone always projects messages in this really hard to read language called Sanskrit, and a commoner saw the stone project a message in common, and nobody knew what it meant or why it did that, and so they called in the sharpest religious mind in the world, Genprius Mari and Dila Winrona, in the cover of secrecy, and the Sunyeth never does anything in secret. So it was kind of a big thing that they had these two high elves there investigating this matter. Lyra found out that they were both there and went to track them. That was the last time Dila was publicly seen before she went missing. And it was revealed that Genprius worked with Olivia to capture Dila Winrona. Other than that, nobody has met Genprius, nobody's talked to him. They just know that he is in cohorts with the Seven. From there, yeah, we're going to start off in, we are in Permida Watch in Dockensdale. The whole party is there. You have informed Lyra that Iman Solom, Eldrick Bertolf, Olivia the Lost, Genprius Mari, Elena Lidelia are part of the Seven. The two members the party either doesn't have links to or did not mention is Tengu, the Fifth Ascended, and Terror Cry, the big scary werewolf guy.
I'm so bummed. We know literally we now like have we as a group know almost all of them. Except for fucking Tengu.
I don't know who knows that he's part of the 7. I'm pretty sure Group A knows. Well, Soulmane knows, because Soulmane saw Elena talking to him. I don't know who else knows.
I think I'm literally the only person in character who knows who Tengu is.
Who's had a conversation with him. Everybody else who had one is dead. Oh, Lumigrax has seen him before. Well, yeah. Lumigrax saw him, and he was in Door Edge at the start of the campaign. The Borderlands, where Artesarai is having a conflict with the Lil Nagai. He saw Group 1, shook his head, called them idiots, and walked away. And they're like, "Who's that dick?" And then just let him go. Never questioned it from there. Anyways, you guys informed her those were members of the 7. And then you also convinced her to send an emissary to try and seek either ceasefire or peace with Artesarai, in light of this new news. And we're gonna pick up there. Lyra is standing up in the room. She's just said she needs to evacuate the countryside. She seems a little panicked. She had her hysterical laughter. She got angry at Roman. She acquiesced to Terran's requests. And she's going to just be looking at everybody and say, I need to get back to my interrogation. There's so much that needs to be done. Please, when you make your decision, just send word to me, and I'll make sure you're equipped with everything you need for either task you choose. And she's going to step to the door. And then she's going to stop and say, but if you instead choose to run, I don't think anyone would hold that against you. She's going to shake her head and then step out into the hallway.
Where would I run? I don't run for anything, really.
Haldora would hold it against me.
Well, the 4 clashing armies and the undead and, the cultists and the elves. I know what you meant. I meant
it more as a joke that she's in the body of a scholar who spends most of his time in the library. He doesn't partake in...
I was also joking. But yes, the party is alone in the upper levels of Pramada Watch.
It's been a day.
Yeah, it's been a day. Now we have to decide which direction we're going to possibly get into a huge fight in.
Y'all keep talking about these earth fire weapons like they're important. The fuck they are.
Earth.
Well,
that mirror that let us find Nyla, that's one.
Daxtron's axe.
Lets them see the future.
Which will help me find Olivia, so I can end her finally.
Well, if we go the other direction, we can just go and find Olivia right away, it seems like. Potentially.
Not right away. Please, not right away.
Well, I'm not sure about that, Maybe.
I mean,
I doubt it.
I doubt she'd be the one to just show up and however it is they're going to do what it is they're going to do.
Hey guys,
she sees us before we see her.
Well, I'm doubting it because wasn't the earth fire stolen while we were fighting her? I mean, she could teleport, but it seems like that would have her. But she more or less was said that her job was to watch Dila.
Yeah, she said specifically, her only job was to keep Dila and Galkin till the remainder of the month.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
For a month from the time you guys found her.
I guess it makes sense that she wanted us to take a boat then.
Yeah, because that way, that's probably why this is happening now. They may have had to move their plans forward because Dila's here now.
Basically, I don't think that it's... If Olivia shows up, it will be as muscle. She's not the one that steals it.
She'll bring an army of Terra and make everyone go insane.
Well, if anyone Brandon, I would know that since I worked at the university. I would know Elena was a high-end scholar, right?
Yeah, she was a Alone Nagai doesn't officially have nobility. Dila did away with it and made the country a meritocracy. But if there was nobility, Elena would be the closest thing to it. She was the daughter of a filthy rich merchant, and she got too big for her britches, snuck into Dila's private quarters, accessed lore people shouldn't have, and got exiled by Dila.
Well,
it was a pretty big name gossipy thing. But she also died, I think 4 years ago, in a caravan raid in northern Ardersarai.
That's true.
So.
Why do we keep bringing Elena up into this, though? Elena's dead.
No, she's not.
What do you mean she's not? She died 4+ years ago in a raid.
Yeah, Dila was kidnapped 2 months ago.
And I died 500 years ago. Which
I might have the. My point is that she's she didn't. She died. Dila. She helped kidnap Dila. 3.5 years after she died, apparently. Also, I want to just state that we dealt with a Shatterer, aka a person known for treating death as a sort of obstacle.
I guess then, if I had to make a conjecture, considering her credentials, if any one of them would be looking for how to contain an earth fire, it would be Elena. She's the only one that we know of, at least, that had access to the libraries and was rumored to have snuck into Dila's private quarters for information.
No, that makes sense. Also, I mean, I guess I don't know how to say it. We know Olivia's job was mostly to babysit Dila. I mean, as much as babysitting undersells the whole kidnapping. But from what I know kind of about the other ones, I mean, we don't know all of them, I think. But she's the only one that would be considered a magical. I don't think Iman Solom is exactly a powerful caster. His position was logically more political.
But we do also with the
Eldritch Soldier.
With the 5 names we know, that does still leave 2 potential.
We know 6.
Who are the 6?
We just don't know Tengu.
Well,
I thought you didn't know. Out of character, I thought we didn't know Terracry either.
No, we've met Terror. Well, Draylo's got. We know that Deathan exists because Dila mentioned him as one of the kidnappees, and Draylo's got his head punched in by it.
Head butted in multiple times. Got dragged out of a basement.
Yeah,
just to conjecture, do we know he's actually a member of the 7 or not just, a strong bodyguard?
The conversation Draylos heard, just because it's been so long, but I feel like this would be permanently burned into Draylos's mind. Jasaika was chained to the wall. Terracry and Olivia were talking, and he said to her, you lost Dila. Look, he said you lost Dila, and I'm getting tired of having to babysit people. I thought least of all you would be the one who needed babysitting. And Olivia told him, you don't have to worry about me. I'll make sure it's taken care of. She'll stay on Galkin. And then they noticed Draylos, and then they attacked. Somebody came upstairs. Olivia ported out of the room, and Terracry attacked Draylos.
Fucked me up, more likely.
Yeah. That was like the last thing Drelo saw before he was like terrified. Ooh, excuse me.
And then given the condition that I would be killed if I said anything or stopped the party from leaving.
Yeah. Terracry was sent to babysit Olivia, and before that, he was potentially babysitting somebody else.
Alright, that's fair.
Dralos knows that. Rather, he shared all that. I don't think he ever did.
I shared all of that. I was completely open with everything.
Oh, okay.
And nearly died for it. A couple times. For the record, if I go unconscious, do not actually carry me down the stairs and
Oh yeah, that was right after that tiefling dragged your head down the stairs after Olivia almost killed you the first time. But yes, you guys do know that they do have some powerful demonic werewolf in their ranks. As to his position or the leadership hierarchy structure, who knows?
Well, we know one thing. Olivia has a master. And if we're gonna conjecture, I think it's Jim Prius.
You think he's the one controlling all of this?
He's the only one that makes sense to me. I mean, you get young captain. You know, skill beats age a lot of the times. But a lot of the times you get to where you're at because you've been around long. Jin Prius is old. Elena's a young sorceress. Iman's old, but he's not elf old. I don't know about Eldrick, but his position makes me... But, you know, his position makes me sort of doubt it, you know? He's, you know, I mean, he's muscle with a bunch of, you know, high magic people. Same with the Deathen.
The only one that we can conjecture might also be a leader then would be the person we don't know who is.
I mean, that's fair. And the fact we don't know who they are maybe, you know, leads me to it, but...
Might be indicative.
It's also possible we just, you know...
Or it's possible, and this is just a conjecture, there's 8. They're the 7 under the 1.
I mean, that's possible. Of course, the other thing could technically be that they don't all see the hierarchy that way. You know, there's 7 because there's, you know, they're all in this together and it's an equal partnership, and nobody seems to get that there's a top dog outside of at least Olivia.
It's kind of a triumphant.
But here's so. What we can conjecture, what I think we can say pretty firmly is that if we go and defend the, we're gonna maybe run into Jim Prius, who might be the ringleader, therefore possibly the scariest, and we're definitely gonna run into Elena.
Do we even know what this art fire does?
It's a big well of magic.
It's what caused the Risen, or the Ascended, to become Ascended, according to the legends, anyway.
Cordis saw it.
Oh, Cordis was there when
Cordis was probably the one that fucking
Sleeping
forced
Beauty
it.
rose, right?
I saw Valerie rise. I also saw Olivia. I also saw her fight.
Okay, can I make a suggestion then of this?
I'm listening.
Can we just go get drunk and relax for tonight? We'll make our decision in the morning. Half of us got the hell beat out of us. I somehow teleported into the future.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to sit on it.
Give us time to just mull it over and put our votes in when we're thinking over our personal objective-wise.
Who's down for a bar brawl?
Not me, not in my condition.
Right, I'm not exactly in the shape to
Taryn's gonna walk up next to Roman and just whisper in his ear real quick. When we get a second, I want to talk to you about something.
Yeah, sure.
To the bar.
Anybody even know why they want these Earthfire weapon thingy, my bobbers?
They're not after the weapons, they're after the Earthfires themselves.
Anybody know why they want them?
No.
All we know is that the one in Ardor was taken about half a month ago.
I mean,
Literally.
I don't know what the goal is. I mean, you said it's a big, like, fount of, it's a big fountain of magic, right?
If it's anything like when Olivia and her sister attacked my people, it's about sowing discord in the name of revenge and destruction.
I mean, that is a possibility, but it seems like kind of a big thing for just sowing us some discord.
No, there's a plan. I don't know what it is. But they either need the fires for their power, they need to do something big.
Or they're trying to depower the Risen, or the Ascended.
Well,
That's
maybe.
what they're after. They want the destruction of all that they despise. My people had the most powerful magical network in the world, and they found a way to disrupt it so they could destroy that which they despise.
I feel like we have a lot of the pieces, just not a clear picture of the puzzle.
What I can tell you, though, is if anyone is supposedly pulling Olivia's strings, they don't know what they're doing, and she will kill them. Or
I think we need to decide what's the bigger threat. Daxtrin or whoever, or Daxtrin or that, Earthfire getting stolen.
Well, if they have one Earthfire weapon, and wouldn't it be better to keep them from getting an entire Earthfire itself?
They already have a fire. They're after the second one.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, wouldn't it be better to keep them from getting another one?
Right, I assume that they need the set, so to speak.
Yeah,
Yes.
so if we can keep as many of them out from their hands as possible, we can.
Yes, Brandon, I know that. I'm trying not to metagame.
Oh.
I feel that I have faith in that strike force, whatever that Lyra is going to send to Daxtrin.
I say breaking up the set is better long term. We can worry about the Earthfire weapon and all of that after we've protected the set from being.
so
Possibly save the world.
You think that going in and facing off against possibly 7,000 is going to be better done without a pit stop to pick up an Earthfire weapon that can see the future?
I'll just hide.
Well, it's not that. It's more, say we get there and we get this weapon. We might not have a way to get back in time. Like, we get there and get it, but that's, if I'm not mistaken, is a good distance away from where the Earthfire is. I don't think we have another teleportation. That's a long fucking walk back, I'm pretty sure.
So we're going to go out into the battlefield outside of town, and that's going to be so far away that we can't get.
Well, the
You're
Earth-
recommending that we go way out of our way to come back to where we. Actually, thank you, Brandon, for pulling that up.
You're welcome.
Can you point?
Yeah,
can you
that's
point
what
that
I'm
up?
Yeah, while you guys are talking, Red X is Dockensdale, is where you guys are at. The purple circle is Dawn Touch.
Oh.
It's coming up in a second. It's one of the larger regions of Illuminagai. On the edge of let me do this in a different color. I'll do it in light blue. On the edge of the Dawn Touch is the Shattered Lands. Is where the Earthfire is located. Daxtrin's army is somewhere in. Daxtrin's army is, let's go with orange for this, is somewhere north of Dawkinsdale. Ooh, that is not very. Oh, that shows up. Okay, cool. The children of the Calgarian, I'll do this in a crimson one, have been pushed away from their burial tombs by the Archblight. They are bordered between here. And then I will draw the region that Eldrick Bertholf in dark blue is Hellenis has been destroyed. It is that small dot. Before I write this, it's that small dot right there. It was the first city Eldrick Bertholf siege. And then additionally, the military fortress of Westwind has been destroyed. And this zone is a conflict zone up and down the river, with Eldrick facing off against Soyessa and the Ardorian militia. It is literally a miracle that he has been able to hold out through the winter. Probably when the Ardorian winter stops is when it's going to be a heavy time for him.
Okay, so the light blue is where the is going to be, the Earth Fire is? Okay. Never mind then. I thought it was farther away. I was thinking it was like somewhere like way down this direction.
The other Earth Fires, there is one somewhere in the Warmwater Straits, below the ocean, and then the other one is on Galkin. And then I'll do this one in... let's see, what's a good color that I haven't used? I'll do magenta. The Earthfire from Ardor Sarai, ooh, that barely shows up, was already stolen. We'll go with this color, and we'll make the line thicker. Was stolen.
Okay, I just thought the Earthfire that they wanted us to protect was...
I mean, I feel it's completely fair for Zodra not to know geography. You know, it's not something you really study. Most people in like this day and age would find a region of the world they like and live in and learn the region, and that's about it.
That, and I fucking lived in basically a bubble 16 years old.
Yeah, Isildred's education system wasn't that good.
Yeah. Alright, kids, we're going to learn about the world. Do you see that wall over there? Yeah, that's the end of it. Good job. Make sure you write this down. It'll be on the test tomorrow. Miss Sally, my skin's bleeding again.
So, Brandon, which one is the fortune-telling X?
The orange X.
One right in front of us.
So orange is on the way to blue, so that's stopping on our way over to protect is not a bad idea. All right, Cordis, thank you. I agree with Cordis now.
Yeah, now that I have a better pick. See, my confusion is they kept saying it, and I kept thinking it was a far away place, like a farther away place than.
Yeah, you guys...
I thought they were in exact opposite directions. So
that's what I was thinking. It was like, fuck, might not get back, but now that I realize it's right there and there, it's like, oh, okay.
Well, that's also kind of why the situation here is so dire. If Lyra, if this front drops, you know, the heartland of Illuminagai is literally right there.
I think we're mostly in consensus now. Does anyone have an objection to doing what we just laid out? Stop making the pit stop on our way to protect the Earthfire?
Well, the only thing I would say as a counterpoint is time. They're not that far apart relatively, but it's still a few days travel between the two, and a few days travel to Dactrin from here.
Also, we are diving straight into the middle of an opposing arc.
Yeah, we are.
You're assuming we even get out
Yeah.
of this.
True. But
It's
if
gonna
I
be
get the sneak attack, at least I can deal some damage.
That's assuming a lot.
A lot. He doesn't see us coming. Yeah, we
Yeah.
actually get there.
He's probably watching us talk about him right now. Archie! And looks up at the random corner of the ceiling.
I agree that it would be a good idea to get the axe ahead of time, so that way we can at least power up our own forces with us.
Problem is getting the goddamn thing.
Yeah.
As for time, you do know that we will move faster than any army of 5,000.
Well, yeah, but I guess my point was just
It's not the army I'm worried about, it's when are they going to do the attack.
But that's it. Like, everything that I just heard was that you all talked about how it's going to be a betrayal after he has his arm.
And
If
what's
we-
to stop them from having a little elite force?
No, I think Cordis is right. I honestly, and I know, Roman, you don't like the factor of the Earthfire weapons in general, but I think that's our best option. If we're going up against people who could be potentially very dangerous, having something of that power and magnitude on our side might be a good tipping favor.
I'm
Do we
good
want
with either
there to
option.
vote? We should vote with drinks in our hand.
Oh,
As of right now, we're all standing upstairs right now still.
yeah, you guys have a full, like 5-course seafood meal prepared in front of you, by the way.
I've been eating.
With no booze? What type of host is this?
Wartime.
We haven't asked for it yet.
I feel like they'd give you wine if you asked for it. From Watch would have like some nice stuff.
They gave us one the last time we were here and asked for it.
Then wine it is.
Fine time for some wine.
Roman, can I talk to you out in the hall real quick?
Sure.
All right. There's a risen attendant outside of your door. It's
We'll send her to go get that wine.
yeah. It's literally just her job to do whatever Lyra tells her to, or attend to you guys. She'll run off down the hall to get it.
You also get me paper, something to write with. Way to send a letter.
She has a ledger on her side. Like she's equipped with it, and then she's oh god, she's gonna look so conflicted. Like that's her job to write, dictate, and send letters, and she's gonna take it off, look side to side, and hand it to you. And then she's gonna go fetch the wine.
Roman, something weird happened last time we used the mirror.
Yeah.
Well, one of the properties of the mirror is it gives the user, and I think anyone who looks into it, true sight.
Mm-hmm.
I saw me in the mirror.
Oh, I get it. So you saw yourself.
Yeah, I didn't
And
see an
that could be
illusion.
possible because
Yeah. This shouldn't be possible because I'm not supposed to be real.
well, I mean,
But
are you
with
sure it works that way? I mean, I know it generally does, but every time Tristan seemed to use it, it was almost like a telescope, periscope.
But it always has true sight on. So anyone who looks into it, it would show their true form without illusions.
No, I guess my thing was just like he always like held it up and looked through it, right? Like I'll put my hands up and do like the like the telescope, like the binoculars, like.
He always looked at the reflections that it showed, so he'd have to hold it up and then like a selfie almost. He'd have to point. He'd have to be between it and like who he's trying to look at.
Okay. I mean, that is interesting because it should show you Admares.
Yeah.
Is it possible that it doesn't work because you're not Admare? Because that light, he hits you with remove curse. He casts a spell on you, and that's what you're no longer all sinister and debauchery. That's a big word for Roman.
It took away the evil in me, but I'm still connected to it. I can still use it.
I don't know. I'm just thinking maybe it, messed it up just a little bit. Maybe that's what it... Or, Admare's the illusion.
No, because he showed himself in it.
And then I don't know. I'm not exactly a scholarly type.
I know, but you're one of the people here who's had the most experience, and really one of the only ones I can talk to about it, because last time I took advice from Zodra, weird things happened.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. The only thing I can think of is that it's not working for you properly because you're not Admare.
Oh, can I ask a favor of you then?
Sure.
Can you try using the true sight of it and look at me?
I can give it a shot, even though I hate touching that thing.
I know, and I hate to ask it of you.
Hand it over.
I hand Roman the mirror.
I retch internally.
Yeah, it feels awful to hold this thing. You also hear a distant echo, almost like Theseus' voice.
And then, I don't know, I assume the selfie position?
Alright, you see yourself in it, and you also see, like over your shoulder, Terran.
I mean, I see you.
That's the thing, is the mirror has true sight on it at all times. It should see through illusions. Like,
what if I put on your... Can I use your hat? Like, can I use your hat to disguise me?
well, you could, but you have to attune to it.
I mean, that would be the thing, right? The way to test it would be to disguise someone else.
Or, let me try this. Hold it up again.
Doing so.
And I tap the hat and make myself look like, Zodra.
You see Terran in the mirror.
Well, that's disturbing.
Oh my gosh, Zodra is not real!
Do you see why I'm a little concerned?
Yeah, can you please take this?
Yeah, here.
Oh,
It gets
God,
easier
I was
after
right.
time.
I'd like to never find out how long it takes.
It took a while.
Anyways, the only thing I can think is maybe... I don't know, maybe it just knows who you are. You know, you are attuned to it, so it knows, like, your inner image.
But at the same token, there shouldn't be an inner image. I'm not real.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, like, your soul.
But I shouldn't have a soul. It's all should be his.
I mean, it's weird enough that it affects you both different.
That's the other thing, too, yeah.
You know, so maybe it just reflects what you think you should look like. And yeah, you're not the actual self, but what I mean, you use the hat. You don't change up your look. There's always a Terran.
Maybe.
While you guys are talking, the scribe comes back with, or the Ritz member comes back with a bottle of wine in 5 cups.
Oh, I never wrote the letter. I think that was the point.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hold you up.
I mean, it's fine. I didn't entirely expect you to give me. I'm not exactly comfortable dictating this message out loud.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your help. If you ever need me to scry on someone for you, be sure to let me know.
There's only one person I want to see. They're dead.
Mama. Ooh.
Daddy!
Not to sound facetious about it, Roman, but I'm just gonna have a smile on her face. We're dealing with so many people that are supposed to be dead right now. You never know.
Don't you do that to me. Look.
Cordis incoming.
Right? Let's just have, Cordis exists.
I mean, until about 3 hours ago, I still thought Elena was dead.
Look, if you scry on my dad, I'm more scared if it works.
Would you want me to do it and not tell you what I see?
That would be worse.
Okay.
We're gonna do it. I need to know.
Alright, well...
I'm gonna hand the scribe back the letter, or back the thing that I haven't written on.
Can I hold this just to make you feel uncomfortable? Yeah.
I apologize. It's like, look, I'm sorry I asked for this and then I didn't use it, and it's already weird enough because I'm pretty sure it's your job to just do the letters for me. But I'm about to do something that might change the content of that message.
Alright, so meanwhile inside the room, the scribe brings in a single bottle of wine in 5 cups. There's enough wine in this thing for everybody to get like 2 cups of wine.
Terrence not going to be drinking.
That's why there's only 5.
Oh, have I been banned from drinking in the Primata Watch now?
I mean, she didn't expect you to drink.
Yes, the child needs to drink.
I'm not a child. I look like a 20-something-year-old woman.
Child.
If we killed you and reincarnated you, there's a chance that we could bring you back as Terran, and you would be.
We've already gone down that path. We do not want that.
Or you end up as a mountain dwarf.
Alright. Sorry.
Fuck, another dwarf in my goddamn guild.
Alright, so does everybody want to eat and go to bed? Or... I don't know if there's another decision to be had.
Oh, we're gonna go through the mental torture.
Oh, great.
Of this scrying.
So, when are we leaving, though?
After we sleep and restock all of our slots.
So we're leaving in the morning.
We'll need to tell Lyra. I don't know when they'd want to do it. We need to sleep.
Yeah, it'll probably be another day or so before we leave.
Okay.
Let's let Lyra know.
Well, she's entertaining herself. Why don't we tell her tomorrow?
I got it! Message. Message cantrip right here.
What do you say?
We decided we're gonna go go take down Daxter and get the axe before we go to the Earthfire.
Alright, she is not able to respond.
She's able to respond to message.
It's blocked by stone.
I'm pretty
is it?
sure it's sending. Hold on, let's see. You can.
There you go.
You point to target. Finger towards target. The target is only hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. Okay. You can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar and know it is beyond the barrier. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, and 1 inch of common metal. A thin sheet of
she's
lead or
probably
3 foot
beyond
of
it.
wood. Yeah, the spell doesn't have blocks the spell. The spell doesn't have to follow a straight line and can freely travel around corners or through openings. It actually 120 feet of traveling around corners and openings will work.
Oh shit!
And yeah, she is going. You're going to hear a response that says, "I'll have the order ready to go by tomorrow's nightfall."
Okay. Well, we'll be ready by tomorrow night.
Of the most decorated order. Yeah, that's what we'll send. Anyways, other than that, the game plan's inside the room.
Yeah.
We're gonna scry.
Basically,
Alright.
same setup as last time. Have Cordis blocking the door from being opened.
Who are you scrying on?
I have one question before I say that. It helps if you have objects associated with the person, right?
Yes. Well,
I'm
this mirror, even if the scrying attempt is they succeed on the DC, it scries on the area around them.
Well, so it really
See,
doesn't
black
matter. So it's like it either gets in around them or just like right because it doesn't follow them, right?
And
It'll follow them if they
if they fail, it will.
Yeah, it's
follow
like
them.
I mean, so that was the thing. Like if the problem would be if like you find somebody like on the run because it won't. It'll be like hi.
Yeah,
And
you'll
you're
see a blur of them. The sensor can see in 10 feet in every direction.
well,
Problem
we're gonna
is-
scry on Stradrew Drake, and I'm gonna fine.
Stradrew Drake.
All right, how many charges does the mirror have? Is it at 4?
It should be full because, or no, it's
Well,
only
yeah.
down 1 because we used it this morning to scry on where
Okay.
Nyla was.
Alrighty.
Did you use it once in the hallway?
No. That its surface is always affected by true sight. That takes no effort.
Got it.
Speaking the name Stradrew Drake, the mirror's fog begins to sift on it, and then the scrying fails. There is nothing that it can find.
Told you.
Was something supposed to happen?
No,
Now you at least know for sure an answer.
knew an answer. It's only until recently that I had to think the question.
I know. It's just sometimes it's better to know than for sure than not to know at all. You know what I mean?
Whew.
I'm gonna turn Tappa back into my dragon. He doesn't look as friendly as an imp.
Oh! Wait, no, I can't. We're in here.
All right.
Well, I can't anyway.
Does anyone want to do anything else before the end of the night?
If I have one more suggestion too, especially for going for him tomorrow, or if we're leaving tomorrow. What
Well,
time
I
did
said
it-
out loud that the order wouldn't be ready till tomorrow night.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is we should get a general idea of what time he's meditating.
I
We
thought,
have that.
yeah, I think it was like before he goes to bed.
Yeah, it's right before he goes to sleep each night. And she gave us a
And
time
how?
frame and everything.
Yeah. She did tell you guys that.
I was just gonna say is we can try scrying on him directly now, too, tonight.
Oh, during that time frame?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good idea.
That is a pretty smart idea.
Taryn, you're brilliant.
Thank you. We are a scholar.
We are a scholar. Still freaks me out that there's two people in that one body.
We are scholars. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
So it's still pretty early in the afternoon, right, Brandon?
No, it's going into the evening. You guys have been talking for about an hour.
Oh, okay.
And it was already like about sunset when you guys got back.
Yeah.
Should I do it now, or should we wait a little bit?
I mean, if he goes to bed at a reasonable hour, doing the meditation now, or he's already asleep?
And if he's asleep, then...
If he's not conscious, would he sense it? Is the
When
question.
he meditates during that hour, he sees all of the next day's actions again.
So if we scry, he would know it's coming today.
Unless you do it during that hour that he's meditating, because it's
Yeah.
at that he can't see anything that's actively.
Yeah, he can't see what happens to him during that hour. Do we feel this is a good time to do it, or should we wait like maybe an hour, half an hour?
What time is it?
It's YOLO hour.
YOLO.
Is this
It's-
about the time?
Was it like early? Yeah, I was like, is it?
Yeah, it's just after, like in real world equivalents, it would actually be pretty close to about 8 o'clock, actually, and they're in Ilderon, or at least in this time zone of Ilderon.
And Nyla gave us the impression that it was about 9 that he went, because he went to sleep about 10, if I remember.
Yeah, about 9 he would be in meditation for it.
Let's wait an hour and 15 minutes.
Alright, so I will do my spell to turn Tappa back into a pseudo-dragon now. When I'm done, I'll do the scrying then. Because it takes an hour to do.
I have to go get that letter finished.
You guys can have my part of the wine. I'm not going to be drinking at night.
Oh, that was already planned.
You know what? I want to drink, but since we're gonna have like all day tomorrow,
You're gonna have all day
Oh.
tomorrow to get ready to fight a man leading an army of the undead. You might want to drink tonight.
YOLO.
A nightcap won't kill you.
well, I was just wondering. Do I want to go see the Calkin today? Maybe I could see someone that I thought was. Maybe I'll meet someone I thought was dead.
I'd wait for the morning.
Yeah, their office might even be closed by now.
That's true. Fuck it! I can't get drunk anyways.
Alright, so I'm gonna spend the next hour
Dark superpower.
casting Find Familiar ritually.
Okay.
What a shitty part of being a paladin. He can't get drunk.
Does anyone else want to do anything during this hour? Otherwise,
Why that I can't get
I'm
drunk?
gonna get that letter finished.
okay.
Does anyone want
do
to play
you-
dice with me?
Do you want to message me what the letter's about, or do you want to say what it is?
I mean, my letter has a condition attached to it, so I don't know if they can satisfy that condition.
72.
I'm sending a letter
fine
to my
bitches.
mother in the event that I die.
Okay.
72 virgins, please.
For a
Which is
thousand.
why I can't just why I can't just say it. Like
For
I'm
about 1,500 gold, you could have a contingency put on yourself to, if you die, cast sending to a risen scribe that says send the letter.
I don't have that much gold.
You don't, Mr. Moneyman?
No, I do not have enough that gold.
That's just an option, thing. Anyways, okay, so Roman begins writing that letter. You can work with the scribe to get it written, or you can just ask her for her pad and write it privately yourself. Everybody else, for that hour, you eat, you get ready for bed, you relax. Terran casts Find Familiar to change the shape of Tapa. After everybody reconvenes and gathers around the mirror, does Terran speak the word? Or call the name?
Alright, do we know his full name, right?
Yo.
You do. I'm going to show you the picture of it, but I'm going to wait to see if anybody remembers it.
Yeah, because we were shown an image of him, too, by Dila. In one of those, like, minor illusion images she did, holograms.
I'm not going to waste your guys' time.
Felmist. Alright.
He's a scary motherfucker.
Are we ready?
Amazingly flowing hair.
Dude, that's the hair that, fucking women wish they had.
Mm-hmm. Alright, do you speak the name?
I look at the rest of them. Are you ready? Are we ready?
Ready as we'll ever be.
YOLO.
Draxton Felmist.
Alright, and the mirror begins casting scrying. The fog gathers on its surface, and then it begins moving through that haze. In each cloud of this fog that clears, it gets darker and darker and darker until you're in the mirror is showing what is almost a pitch black room. Except you see in the center of the room, there's a single lit candle, and there is a orc sitting with its legs crossed in front of the candle candle illuminating his face. He is looking directly at the sensor, and after like a second, his eyes dart side to side, like looking around. It doesn't appear that he knows where the sensor is, but he is aware that he's being watched. And then he tips over the candle. In front of him, oil starts to light up. A small message burned into the ground of whatever this is that he's in. In fire, the words say, "I am vengeance. Hunt me at your own risk."
What did it say? I am
vengeance. Hunt me at your own risk.
And
Alright.
He knew we were coming.
he is looking past the sensor. Like, he's trying to look intimidating, but it's almost like if you were looking at somebody and they were looking at your ear.
It's kind of like we're looking at him through a two-way mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my penis climbs back inside me.
He's trying to like stun on us, but he doesn't quite know where to like pose.
Do I hear anything, Brandon?
Just the burning of fire. You also hear the marshalling of camp. It appears that he put himself inside of a building that's been boarded up.
Alright, I'm gonna try to turn the sensor, see if I can get any look around the room.
In 10 feet in every direction, you either see darkness or the walls of this building.
Well, I have 120 feet dark vision that can see through magic darkness. I don't know if that helps us obscure anything.
The sensor can only perceive in
That's fair.
10 feet radius.
That's fair.
But yeah, this building's not big. He stays here and looks at you guys for the duration of the scrying attempt.
Alright, I will finish the scrying, sit back in the chair, and just start shaking a little.
Do we want to reconsider anything? Maybe let Lyra know that he sees us coming?
No. You saw how he was shifting? He knew we were scrying on it. Like, he knew we were going to. I mean, that might cue him in, but he knew he was going to be watched.
He doesn't know who. Or...
He's a general because he has good intuition. Like, my gut is at least letting the party know that's going to help us know that we're all going to get fucked. Bring extra lube. Like, we can still go, but at least have heads up that he saw us coming, or I saw us scrying on him.
I mean,
It's best to at least be open about this.
I'll be honest, Dila did not want to send us to this right away. She wanted us to go do some other things. I don't know why.
Because Dila doesn't want us to die.
She don't want y'all to die. I don't think she really cares about me, but you know.
That's not true. Dila doesn't know you that well, but if you're a living person she put her trust in, she'll protect you like the rest of us.
That's good.
The first time I met Dila, she did everything in her power to protect me from me.
Do you think he actually will change his meditation? Or do you think that he changed it just this once?
Maybe he didn't change it at all, and that's why he was in that room. Maybe he requires to be in solitude to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe he just finished and our intel was slightly off. Maybe we now know something that we didn't know before, that it's just before that. Maybe it's more like the original 8 o'clock that we were at.
Well, I mean, we can try at 8 around that time tomorrow, see if that changes anything.
Does he not sleep?
I mean, he's an orc. He has to.
He's a living person. Even I still have to sleep.
Not
even with
even
this
said
thing.
that he sleeps, though. And that he's just not worried about it because he can plan for all these things.
Yeah, because he can see if anyone tries to attack him in his sleep.
I just need to make sure that when we move, we strike during the time that he can't scry. That's all I care about.
I just hope we'll be enough, honestly.
Because I don't even think he knew that it was us.
Oh yeah, no, he absolutely
Well, that's what I was
knows
saying.
us. He
I
just
don't
knew
think
something
he knows.
was going on.
Yeah, I don't think he knows like what we look like, even necessarily what we have planned. He knew because he knew that the scrying was coming. Because I'm pretty sure you can like feel it, right, when you're getting spied on.
Yeah, but he had that message. I think he had that message set up, so he knew he was going to be scryed on.
But, okay, hear me out. As the son of a general, having a message like that prepared for when you're scryed on, some sort of intimidation factor, is just normal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like
Come at me, bro.
I'm not intimidated by it. It's a twofold thing. We already knew that he can, see in the future, so I'm not surprised that he had something prepared to intimidate the spies. 2, he's a mortal man leading the Archblade with a giant axe that lets him see in the future. He's plenty scary. Hopefully he's not prepared for a man that doesn't care and is ready to die. I will pull that axe out of his hand and then beat him with it.
I have another question. Do you think you could teleport us there, Taryn? If you got a scroll
Of teleportation? I mean, it's possible. I know the general location, and I just saw the building is in, but I don't have any major distinguishing feature or facts of it.
Can we teleport 2 people?
No, you teleport to locations. Taryn would be on the viewed once table, which gives you a mishap on 1 to 43, a similar area on 44 to 53, off target on 54 to 73, which you're off by a couple hundred feet, or a couple dozen feet. And then on target, you teleport where you want to be on 74 to 100. You have a 25% chance to be on target, and you have a 50% chance to be close.
And we teleport inside a wall. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we teleport in the middle of a Terrai camp. We don't.
Yeah.
You want to be precise with it. So the answer is basically not like.
Which is a
It's
bummer.
not a guarantee, but it also, if I keep scrying on the location, I can get a little more familiar with it each time, which might help better our chances.
Yeah, but there's also the chance that he's warded against that kind.
The mirror can pass through wards.
But we can't. We don't have a.
Oh, he could be warded
we don't
against
have
teleportation.
An fire teleportation.
Yeah.
Like ball.
I mean, I could teleport us. We know of his general location. I could teleport us somewhere close by.
I think the tactical advantage we gain is if we could guarantee that we could teleport right in front of him. Because if we get it timed right, then he won't see us coming, and we won't cause a scene that would otherwise maybe cue him into the idea that it's happening in the future.
I mean, I could...
So if we have to teleport close, basically it's teleport on him, or...
Not at all.
Come up with... Or not at all.
Here's...
We have
we
to
screw
strike
up-
within an hour. Move and strike within an hour.
Yeah, because that's the thing, and that's the other thing too, is
Getting-
if we cause a scene because we teleported, 100 feet to the left in the middle of their mess hall. First of all, that. Second of all,
We'll alert him.
yeah, we'll alert him. Like, I'm pretty sure he can, act in that hour. He's not immobile. So if we cause a big ruckus because we, invaded, then he'll be ready.
The camp will be ready.
Not to mention, it'll be even harder because we've alerted everybody.
But at the same
Yeah.
token,
9,000.
that might not entirely be a bad thing.
Well, it's true. If we break his if we break his meditation, then it'll be he might not have any knowledge about the next day.
Exactly. But it's still too dangerous.
7,000 fucking Terrai.
I could try scrying on him again now. I have one more charge today. But then I might not get back any charges in the morning.
I'd rather hold off on it then, instead, so we have it.
Yeah, I'm with Zodra on this one. We might need it. We might
Agreed.
not.
Rather have it, not need it, than need it, not have it.
So, I mean, if we can get the funds to get another teleportation scroll,
That'd be funny.
This isn't about something private. This is a maneuver in the name of Lyra Pramada.
Lyra should fund it, / and or be involved with it.
Lyra's gonna probably be saying, I'm giving you a strike team, that should be generous enough.
Like I said, my thing is the tactical stuff. There's no guarantee that our our teleport will. Well, like, not just that we'll end up somewhere, like, we'll teleport in the middle of, Ardor, just, if we're off by, tens of feet, this whole mission goes,
Yeah.
sideways.
plus we also run the chance, since I'm still too new with the location, that it just straight out fails.
Yeah, I mean, that's my point.
Then we would just be sinking 10,000 gold into nothing.
So instead, we need to have some sort of, I don't know, way to quickly get there and move on him with hate.
How
Right.
is Lyra going to get us there already? Because I kind of doubt that she was like, yeah, let's just spend 3 days running there. Like, there has to be some thought going through our mind on how we're going to get there, execute this.
I mean,
I've
it
met
could
the
just
woman.
be run there.
I've
We'll
met
be a
the
team
woman
of-
for 2 days, and I could see that entirely being her strategy.
I guarantee her strike force is the just the order of walk in the front, kill as many as you can. If you can get to Drax and kill him too.
I mean, you guys are acting like, walking there is somehow, dumb. Yeah, I mean, I would rather teleport on top of him, but
No,
we're talking
running
about-
there is fine, but if we use the strike team as a distraction and then we slip around the other direction, maybe that's not a horrible idea.
I mean, and that could be the plan. They create the, but I don't know.
But
I mean,
maybe
the
we
point is
find
that
out what
there's
her
gonna
plan
be,
is.
Like 10 of us, right? It's not a small number of people, but it's not an army of people. So that's, we can be stealthy. You guys act like we're going to be marshalling, and we're going to make all this noise just because we didn't teleport.
I would
Not
like
at
to
all,
then
but-
just at the sound of "Be Stealthy," just ring and jingle the chain like. I'm not a stealthy one.
My concern is
I wink.
telegraphing our movements, telegraphing what we do. And the longer it takes us to get there, the more chance it is for him to preempt it and to adjust.
And maybe teleporting, even if we just miss, is still the better option. Because at the very least, the alert he'll get.
Is in the moment and not preemptive.
We take him by surprise. Or, something like a two-prong. If, it's during his hour or whatever, and, the strike...
One teleportation disturbs him, the other teleportation maybe doesn't hit, but is not in the middle of at the same spot as the other team. There's two teams that are trying to accomplish the same thing from slightly different angles.
I guess what I would say here is I would want to scry on him at least 2 more times before that. So for that reason, I can at least get a better idea of where I'm going.
it's dependent on if that thing recharges in the morning.
Yeah.
Because, you can't get 2 scries in tonight.
I can
Whatever
get 1 more in, but then I run the chance of not getting any at all tomorrow.
Yeah, so... We'll have to discuss with Lyra what the plan is, I've never been part of a Sun Youth strike team.
Neither have I.
Well, I might have been at the other end of one once.
That's a story we gotta hear. Different day.
Alright, so tomorrow night we leave. Call me dumb, but 2 long rests. Recharge twice. ...
It's not resting, it's dawn.
Damn it.
Good try. Should I see if Lyra's available and see what she has to say, or you want to wait on that?
It's up to you.
Bring her in.
Yeah, I think she's busy with their interrogation.
And that's why I'm asking. You want to wait till tomorrow, or should I just go ahead and disturb her now?
I would say maybe send her a message tonight when she's got a moment to see us.
Okay. Well,
Soonest available time.
I will message her, Lyra, and ask her if she could speak with us, help us plan for the Draxon attack at her most convenient hour.
She is gonna respond. The order captain I'll send tomorrow will have those details. Shh.
Okay. Well, apparently we'll be getting details when the order comes through.
Fun.
Heck yeah, she just told me to fuck off.
Wants them to use us as distractions.
Oh, I guarantee it.
That
Fun.
sounds like her.
Yeah, I think you guys should.
No, it's not her. It's not even her at all. It is the order that will be deciding that.
You 6 fight the 7,000 people while we go kill Draxton. What?
Hey, JJ, I'm gonna let you know already. I'm sending the Expendables with you, so you can expect epic, amazing, action hero action. You have hold on, I'll show you exactly who's gonna go with you. And you know what? That's what she'll reply. She'll tell you Order 42 is gonna go with you.
Oh no.
Oh god, isn't that Lydia's?
No, Order 62 is hers.
Order 42 is, or 647 is Lydia's.
Execute Order 66.
I know, every time. Here we go. The 7. The action hero who, through the tunnel of fire, fought 11 Terrai.
I know these people!
Saved Altus.
I know these people. They assaulted Cardrin's place with Carter.
So they're badasses who are used to picking up the.
They're badasses that are useful.
They're badasses that are used to cleaning up when a player character group turns into a bunch of chucklebuck.
As Altus set the whole building on fire and burned like 30 Terrai, they're like, this guy is awesome. And Altus is just sitting there crying.
Right, we joked about that because presumably they'd almost be doing like the hip hip hurrah, and he's just crying because he killed his boyfriend.
I remember that.
Well, cool. It's a good thing we know that at least the people that'll be using us as meat shields are competent.
Now, what could be funny is if for some reason Carter is there.
Oh god, I'm already picturing how this could turn into the Group D tie into another group.
You know what? The bad thing is, they could hire fucking Carter, and he could then force Group C to come with him.
Oh my god.
Oh god, no.
Our strike team is just a stupid
crossover
battalion.
ever.
No.
I have 2 characters on the field.
I don't know. I know that we shit on Group C a lot, but honestly speaking, if we sent them in kind of first, Altus would set the camp on fire. That's the best distraction. And you don't even need to be psychic to see it coming.
And then I stealth.
Woo! And then fucking Celebrus and Cordis just go in and start mowing people down.
Carter's over there just being a meat shield, like, yep, you can go ahead and shoot me, I don't give a damn.
Marcus and Roman back to back.
Draelos is gonna run into Dusty and they're both gonna just look at each other and steal things. Try to outsteal each other.
Fucking SEAL Team 7 over there, just fucking stealthed out of nowhere.
God, you would send the 3 barbarians in just hacking
It's like that Key and Peele skit where they got like the more elaborate hats.
Dun 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 dun.
It's just but with a growing gold pile as they both like rob things.
Bag of holding that's what my bag of holding is for.
To bring you all back on task, though, you've been talking for this about for 35 minutes. I'm going to fast forward through the argument for about a half hour, and at about 10:30 there is a knock on your door as you guys are discussing this.
I will get up and go get it because I like being at some point.
Who is it?
It's super poison that cannot be resisted.
No! My oldest foe. Super poison.
At the door is going to be oh my god, why did her name just slip away from me? Effie, Freedomfall.
Effie!
She's going to...
Hey, Effie!
She's gonna look like she is dressed for the road, and she's gonna like smile and wave at everybody in the room, and then she's gonna lean over and say, "Can I speak to Admir?"
Oh crap!
Oh, Admir.
Terrence Sander. So you want Admir himself and not me?
And she's gonna nod.
Alright, he's been sleeping, but I'll wake him up. She'll close her eyes for a moment. Then they'll open back up and he'll tap his hat.
Okay.
And change back.
she's gonna step into the room. Well, actually, has she killed anyone?
Has she killed anyone? That's a good question. I don't think she actually killed anybody.
She
I don't
might
know
have.
if the bound
no,
would
she
defeat her.
saved someone.
Yeah,
She's healed a couple people, but I don't think she killed anybody.
She's gonna gesture to the door and say, "If you will."
Yeah, sure.
After you after you invite her
I'm
in,
gonna
she's gonna step
casually
inside.
sit next to that door after it closes.
Then we start hearing screaming.
And she's going to gesture to one of the empty rooms, one of the sleeping rooms up here, for Admir, and walk in it.
No.
He'll follow.
And she's gonna close the door and say, and she's gonna, gosh, what's she gonna say? She's gonna say, I know Dila's pulling me back to the university. She's always thought about grooming me to take her place in case she's removed from the world. And I'm not ready for that yet, and things in the Dawn Touch are about to get really dicey.
Yeah.
Say that again.
We know, and we've made our decision. If you haven't heard yet,
she's gonna nod and say, I don't care about your decision, but I need to do everything I can before Dila removes me from the action. I'm not gonna be of much help sitting in the Heroes Tower back at the university. I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah. What can I do for you, Effie?
She's gonna say, you know, I'd never ask this of you under normal situations, but I need you to use that mirror for me. Can you scry on Jen Prius?
Bum bum bum.
And the plot thickens.
Yeah, I got one more scrying on it today. I was gonna save it, but in this case, I have no problem using it. You and Dila have both done a lot for me, so paying at least one of you back right now can be beneficial for us. Knowing what he's up to would be beneficial to our party as it is. Over here. He'll go over and sit on one of the beds and pull out the mirror.
Alright, you speak the name?
Yep.
God, I rolled a 6 on the die for Daxtrin, and rolled a 7 on the die for Jen Prius. Alright, so the mirror, same thing as it starts its scrying on anybody that you target. Begins going through the cloudy haze, and it is eventually going to fog in a upper room in a completely marble building overlooking a very Ilderon looking city. There are candles and torches lit in the room. On the balcony overlooking this city, you can see it as a seaside. And Jen Prius is stepping out onto it. There is a woman leaning over the balcony, and he is gonna call to her. And the sensor and you can perceive, but Effie can't.
Effie can't hear it, but I can, I believe we determined.
Yeah. And he's going to call to her and say, Reese. She turns around and says, yes, Your Grace. And he's going to say, you're going to Dockensdale. The Supreme Light is having problems dealing with that Archblight buffoon. I don't know why he's still alive, and I don't know what he's doing, but he cannot be allowed to get to the Earthfire. Offer your services and kill him. she's going to nod, and Genprius is going to step back into the. He's going to step back into the room, and the censor continues to follow him. Do you watch him for the whole 10 minutes?
I look up at Effie. Keep going.
She is going to nod and say, he's in Marbleport. And she's gonna nod and say, yeah.
Alright. We'll go for the full 10 minutes.
You're gonna watch Genprius walk around and give a couple more orders to members of what is presumably, like, the way all of these people are lounging around in his quarters. Presumably this is his marriage circle. Each person he's sending out.
This is fuck buddies.
Yeah, this person here, this person there, until all of them are gone. After maybe 4 minutes of watching, I'm gonna roll a percentage die on how lucky you are. On if the last clip of this would catch anything. 56 on the last one. The last few minutes of this, somebody is going to step into the room who you don't initially recognize, and she is going to say, I'm surprised you still even use your old circle. We've proven to be much more effective. And Genprius is going to nod and say, the task with simple killings of difficult targets, I can trust them with these. These are people who have been with me year after year, century after century, through war after war. The woman is going to nod and say, yes, but we're your new family now, and you're just going to have to put more faith in us. And he is going to chuckle and say, Faith, you're the only one who has done anything that's supposed to have been done. He stands up and he's going to walk out of the room from her, and he's going to turn back and say, Elena, just know when these earth fires are done, everything I promised will be given to you. She's going to nod, and he steps out. The censor follows him, and as he's walking through the halls of the whatever building this is in Marbleport, the censor's going to fade.
Did anyone else poop their pants a little?
He wants Dashman dead too.
Yeah, because he's in the way.
Opportunity.
And Effie, like, at that, she's gonna say, look, I'm no good as a advisor or a counselor or hell, even a caster, but a detective, an operative, an agent in a city, I can do Marbleport. She's gonna put a hand on Admir's shoulder and say thank you, and don't die till I get back.
I'll try not to. I have plans. If it helps you any, the woman who stepped in at the last moment there, that's Elena.
I'm assuming you were translating everything they were saying.
Oh, so. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Effie's gonna step out of the room. Everybody, assumes gonna, like, look at her, and she's gonna just kind of, like, give a nod and say, well, till we meet again, and steps out.
Well, before she steps out, I'm gonna give her a hug. Be weirdly affectionate right now.
And she's gonna hug you back. And Effie's gonna like take a moment and she's gonna say, I never knew what it felt like to have friends, but I'd like to consider it feels a little like this. You guys are about the closest I do have to it.
I wish her the best in everything, and I want her to be safe.
Yay, I'm a friend.
Who are you? No, I'm kidding.
God damn it! It wouldn't surprise me if she said that.
Considering telling you not to get into trouble is your mother's bit, get into as much as you can.
Effie is going to nod. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted her to say, but she's not going to say it in front of everybody.
I was gonna tell her, don't die, please.
And she is gonna nod, and she'll actually she can communicate this. And she's gonna nod to Urkus and wink and say, "I'm just following up on our business from Old Reldian. After all, codes need to be unraveled." And she's gonna leave.
We never found out what that meant, did we?
Yeah.
No, it was the message the gift sent.
No, just Urka saying out loud. We never found out.
Alright, once Effie leaves, Admir's gonna goes in the room and shuts the door. Looks at the group. Sorry, my parents' Alexa just went off. And he's gonna look at him and say, "We're gonna have some company trying to join us tomorrow. I say we let them."
Like, are they bringing drinks? Like, what type of company?
Another pair of hands in the fight.
Oh, that's useful.
Who's
I'm
hands?
sensing a butt here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
everybody has a butt.
It's one of, sorry, I can't think of his name now. Janelle?
Jabrius.
Jimprius.
Chanel.
It's
West
one
Coast?
It's one of Jimprius's wives.
Fun.
Wait. Why?
It seems he wants Daxtrin dead too.
That's the most disconcerting thing I think I've heard all. And it's been a long day.
Well, the Archblade is in their way. Also on good news, I now know what Elena looks like if we ever want to scry on her.
Who?
Elena Ladelia. You know, the Earth Fire Stealer.
No, I don't know. I just got here. No, I don't.
Do you guys want to end there for the night?
I'm pretty jacked, so I'm fine.
I think that's a good spot.
I was
Don't you
about to
guys?
say-
Keep that prepared.
I would say we can end it with everyone going to bed.
All right. Yeah. So
5,000 more
That's,
experience, you say?
yeah, 5,000. No, I'm kidding.
Damn.
Good stuff. On the second session. That was all you guys. So you put together information. You found out stuff about Daxtrin, and then also I wanted to give you guys insight to Jim Prius too. So I'm gonna say just an additional tacking on to last session.
Sorry, what was that?
400 experience.
Another 400.
Yeah, just minor stuff, and the party's reaction to it. And yeah, your guys' next session's still on the scheduled date, the 19th.
Brandon, I'm gonna roll the recharge on it now.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.